to the illustrious senator from Pottawatomie County. This is his historic relic. You still ride high, Senator. They didn't shoot you out of the saddle.
Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Section 21 of the Constitution of Oklahoma, inasmuch as my answer might tend to incriminate me.
Mr. Fox, you mean by that you'd be guilty of a crime by being president of the Welfare Federation Incorporated?
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully decline to answer according to my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Section 21 of the Constitution of Oklahoma, inasmuch as my answers might tend to incriminate me.
Not till you do it. Not until you do it, George.
Look, this fellow Fox, didn't I oppose transferring the old people's funds to the crippled children fund? Minutes was getting ready to be in session. I don't know you didn't. I gave you an opportunity to. Did you boys all understand it?
I didn't want to say anything to vote against Mr. Fox.
That's what it is. Get it.
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully decline to answer any according to my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Section 21 of the Constitution of Oklahoma, as much as my answers might tend to incriminate me.
Have you solicited money for the purpose of exerting influence on the legislature with respect to pending legislation?
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully decline to answer according to my rights on the Constitution, on the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Section 21, the Constitution of Oklahoma, inasmuch as my answer might tend to incriminate me. My answer to that would be as heretofore. Same answer to that question.
All right, will you at some later date make these records available to the members of this Senate committee?
Same answer, heretofore.
I might use this illustration. Before I would give them a name or an address of any person that sends in funds to help me in this work. I would run the seat of my bitches out in the county jail before I'd give them a name or one address of anybody. I'll tell you that now. You need to be afraid to send in funds and help me thinking that they'll find out you've done it. That's not going to happen. I'll guarantee you that. That is my personal guarantee to you, regardless of what they think or what they do or what they're going to say. I'll say that to you here and now and forever.
I respectfully decline to answer according to my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Section 21 of the Constitution of Oklahoma, inasmuch as it might tend to incriminate me.
Been cheating the state of Oklahoma out of income taxes. He's been cheating the old people by getting money out of them for attorney's fees, for other things, and pocketing the money. He's been buying property. He's become a wealthy man now. He's a man without any visible means of support. So I say that since we're not a prosecuting body and there's no desire on our part to do other than find out what the facts are, he made a very good witness for the committee. He told the committee in no uncertain terms that I've been committing violations of the law. I'm afraid to talk because if I do talk, I will be writing my confession and be put into the jailhouse. That's the sum and substance of his statement. So let's let the county attorney of Oklahoma County and the federal district attorney and the U.S. Postal Inspector and others. The Postal Department, I have been assured, has been investigating him for some time.
But you didn't use your voice, George. You didn't use your magnetic voice. You just voted because I had some people write to you.
Lady, listen to me a minute. Didn't I use my magnetic voice to put 2% sales tax on whiskey so we can get money from the old people?
Next time you're right.
Senator, could an out-of-state firm sell whiskey in Oklahoma by mail order before the control bill is passed?
They could do so, but if they did, they would be violating the law. Prior to last Tuesday, we had constitutional prohibition of alcoholic beverage and statutory prohibition. The people removed the constitutional prohibition, but the statutory prohibition against sale, transportation, possession of alcoholic beverage still remains on the statutes. Also, it's a federal violation of the federal law to import alcoholic beverage into a legally dry state. Oklahoma is still legally dry. Therefore, in addition to violating state law, it would be a violation of federal law to import or combine, confederate, or conspire to import or bring alcoholic beverage into Oklahoma.
Would it be legal to do this after the control bill is passed?
Yes, or the legislature could repeal all of the prohibition statutes on the books, and it could be done, but there wouldn't be any controls. So the control bill will set up the tax and the controls and will at the same time repeal all acts or parts of acts in conflict therewith. And then any importation into the state would have to be in conformity with the rules and regulations. And the rules and regulations will prohibit out-of-state importation, and it will require the sales to be made direct to retailers, and persons who desire to purchase alcoholic beverage must do so for purchase it from retailers. Otherwise, Oklahoma would be cheated out of the tax that has been going for too many years to the surrounding states.
It certainly is not. It's run just as any other enterprise is run, and good business principles must be adhered to.
How much capital should a person invest in a sound retail outlet?
Well, that all depends upon the neighborhood or the type store that one wishes to run. In a moderate neighborhood, I should say between $20,000 and $30,000, which would include the fixtures and the inventory. However, in a larger metropolitan area such as downtown or a business district, your investment can run all the way from $50,000 to $150,000. In this particular area here, the average on what we call bottle goods runs about 20%. Then we have what we call case goods sales. People come in and buy cases, a case or two, and the average profit will be from 3 to 5%. However, this is a gross profit, and your overhead comes off of that.
Would sort of prove to me that remedial legislation is necessary. Do you have any statement that you would like to make to the committee outside of claiming your constitutional rights, which you have done?
No, sir. Is it your position before this committee that you are going to resort to the Constitution, and refuse to answer any questions that may be propounded to you by members of this committee? My answer to that is the same as heretofore. In other words, you are standing on your constitutional right and refusing to answer the question. Is that correct? That's right.
Mr. Fox feels in his own mind that he has been guilty of violating the criminal laws of the state, and that whatever he might say might be in the nature of a confession or an admission of criminal conduct that he is fearful of. I don't know whether he's got a lobby permit. And since he refuses to sing, he's clammed up, as is the custom with all persons operating sub rosa and beyond the law. I don't know. We can't tell from him. We're going to have to check the records.